So the first thing is to create an account on ConvertKit. It is now called kit.com, and I'll put a link in the description for you to use it. So if you click on the link, it's going to bring you to this website called kit.com. And there are a lot of things you can do. You can grow your subscribers, you can send beautiful emails, you can automate your workflow, and then you can earn by selling digital products and all of that. So if you scroll to the bottom, they have a lot of other features that you can use. However, if you're using ConvertKit, you basically want to use it for one of two reasons. Number one is just to send emails to your email list and probably to just build landing pages. So for you to start using it, you want to come here, click on start a free trial. So from here, you just need to put your name, your email address, and then a password and a few information about your business, and you should be allowed to sign in. So you can just create your account and then you can log into your account. I already have an account I want to use for this tutorial, which is this one right here. And this is what your interface is going to look like. So you have other apps that you can connect to ConvertKit or kits.com. You have plenty apps. You can convert analytic apps, advertisements, CRMs, e-commerce, lead capture, Canva, Shopify, a whole lot of things that you can put right here. But this is going to be for the paid plan. So we are currently using the free plan for this video, so we are going to encounter some limitations. On top here, this is where you can grow your lists. This is where you find your subscribers. This is where you can build forms and landing pages. You also have a creator profile, and you can join the recommendations using the creator network. On that side, this is where you can see your broadcasts and where you can send emails to all or some of your audience. You can create multiple email sequences. You want emails to go out as at when you want them and to some kind of contact or audience. You can also find email snippets and templates that you can use, and you can see reusable templates or blocks that you can use for your emails. So under the send, this is basically where you send. Grow, this is where you grow your audience. And automate, this is where you automate what you have sent. I really like how they aligned it because it just follows it sequentially according to the different stages of marketing. So we have visual automation where we can automate how our emails or our funnels work. We have rules where we can set different kind of rules for our email list or how they should perform or the client's journey. We have apps we talked about already. We have the RSS feed. All right, if you come to earn, this is where you can earn through selling digital products, through tips your audience can give you, and through payouts that you set. And if you wanted to learn, you have different documentations and community where they teach you how to learn using ConvertKit. However, I'm teaching you that already, so you might not need that. So the first thing we need to do is to grow our list. And you come here, you want to click on subscribers. So if you already have an email list somewhere, like you've collected emails before, you can just click on subscribers here and import them. And this is where you find all your subscribers already. But if you do not have subscribers already, you need somehow to collect these subscribers. And that is the idea between forms and landing pages. So let me show you how to first import your subscribers or to create subscribers, and then how to create these landing pages. So to create your subscribers, you just want to come here, click on subscribers, and this is where you find all the subscribers, the new ones, the total you have, the engagements, the deliverability, the purchases, and the number of people who are unsubscribed from your list. So you are going to see everything depending on your activities. So I personally have not be sending any emails, so everything here is white. So this is where you find all of your total subscribers. You can see their average open rate in the last 90 days. You can see the total email you sent in the last 90 days and all of that. And this is where you see all your confirmed subscribers right here. So if you click on this, you can also see the unconfirmed, the cancel, the bounce subscribers, and all of that. So let's say we wanted to add a subscriber. You can see here where we have add subscribers. You can click on add subscribers, and you can add like one subscriber. So to import using CSV, you already have this, you have collected this image somewhere in a CSV file, a CSV format, and you can import them in bulk, or you can import them directly from other providers like MailChimp and other email marketing places. So I'm just going to add one subscriber here. So I come to subscriber. I'm going to give this a name. So let's say my subscriber is going to be my name, and I'm just going to put a subscriber right here. So this is their email, so this is not a correct email, so I'm going to see if they will allow me use that, and then I can just click on next. So you can decide to add this contact to a tag. So if you want to add them to a tag, let's say you want to tag them every time you send an email, you can select tags. That means everybody who is under that tag would receive that email. You can also add them to a form, all right, if you wanted, and you can also add them to an email sequence. So if you created a sequence of emails, you can add them to that sequence. So I'm just going to keep this, I'm just going to uncheck all of that for now, and then I'm just going to click on finish. So now we have added our subscriber, and this is our subscriber right here. So this is how you can basically add subscribers on this platform. So as you can see, I currently have one subscriber, and my graph here has gone a bit up. So this is how you can add subscribers or import them inside of ConvertKit. But now let's talk about how you can create the forms and how you can create landing pages. So if you come to create forms and landing pages, so here you see all the forms and landing pages you've created before. And you can just come here, click on create new. So this is where you decide if you want to use a form or a landing page. If you create a form, then you can just embed this form on your own website or your own sales page. But if you want to host it directly on the ConvertKit homepage, then you can use a landing page. So to create a form is simple. You click on create form, and you can select the kind of form that you want to create. So let's say I want to create this inline form. I can select inline form, and then I can choose the different kind of forms that I want to use. All right, so let's say I want to use this one here. I can just say choose. I can click on choose here, and I can use this form and embed it on my website. So I can, if I click on this plus here, I can add maybe another field. If I wanted, I can say maybe I want their name or anything like that, but I don't want that, so I'm just going to delete that field. And if I come to settings here, I can set the settings. Is the success image, I can redirect them to a thank you page if I wanted. I can do other things like incentive. After they fill this email, they should be able to download something. And the advanced, I can hide the form, I can show custom content and all of that. Once you are done, you can just click on publish, and this form will be live. So if you click on embedded, you get the code that you can use to embed it on your website through JavaScript, through HTML, through Share, and through WordPress. So you can just copy this and put it as a short code on your WordPress landing page. So every time somebody clicks on that page, they will be brought to your subscriber contact, or they'll be added to your subscribers. So this is how you create a form. If you wanted to create a landing page, you would want to host it directly on the platform. So again, you come back here, you click on create new, and then you select a landing page in this case. And you have different templates that you can use. All right, so different template. Let's say in my landing page, I want to give them an ebook. You can click on ebook, and then I can see the different kind of templates I can use for my ebook. So let's say I want to use this one here, or I want to use the first one. I think I like this one. I can just click on choose. and this is the landing page. So I can edit and delete things that I do not want right here. So if I wanted to edit these things, I can edit them. For instance, here I can remove this background here. So if I wanted to replace this image, I can replace this image. I can change the color, I can change the footer, background, and every other thing. So once I am satisfied with this, I can basically publish it. So let's say I wanted to change this ebook. I can click on the ebook and edit it. I can replace it, or I can even delete it. So for the headers here, I can do the same thing. I can change the headers, and then I can change the font. So I can change the color to the font color and all of that. And this is actually the email list. The entire idea is for them to, in the end, give us their email, and they can put their email, and then they would be ready to join our email list. So you can come here, click on settings, and then you can redirect them to a page. If you wanted, they can go to your thank you page after they fill the form. It can also be set to bring to either download something, or you can confirm them as a new subscribers, and you can send them an incentive email with the contents here. All right, so maybe they can download, you can upload a file that they can download with the email. All right, so you can see all your analytics right here, and this is basically how you create a landing page. Once you are satisfied, you can click on publish, and you can also get this as a link, so you can share it directly on your WordPress website too. But if you copy this link and you give it to somebody, then they can basically join your page from there. So if I come here and I post the page, I can basically go to the landing page. So this is going to be my landing page, and anybody who fills this will be added to my contact list immediately. So we have added subscribers and created landing pages. For these two, we really do not need so much for now. So we are going to come to send and then the broadcast. Before you send, we want to create emails. So we can use email templates, and I'm just going to show you how to use the template. So you can come here, click on email templates. So from templates, you can see the different kind of templates that you can use to write your email. So this helps you just write everything faster, and it helps you with the formatting and the padding and everything already. So let's say I want to use this simple one here. I can just click on this and I can turn it into my template. So this brings you to the editor, and you have different things to do here, or different tools that you can use. So this is basically like a block editor, and it has a lot of things, a lot of fluidity that you can use. So if you are using the free plan, you cannot remove this built with kits, which can be annoying, but that's what you get for being on the free plan. So you can change the body text as you want. You can change the font. You can add other things. So let's say I want to remove this name. I can just delete the name here. I can just click on this and I can just say delete. If I wanted to duplicate, I can just duplicate. So if you want to add anything here, you can add. And if you want to remove, you can remove. You can set the font size here, or you can change the font from here. So there are some fonts that you can use if you wanted. So they have very small collection of font, but you can set the type of font or the size of the font. So once you are done with this, you can just say, okay, I want to send it. So you can then create it as a broadcast. So broadcast simply means you are now sending it directly to your contacts, or sending it out to a list of contacts. So here you just want to click on continue. You can run an A/B test for this, but we don't want to do that for now. So you can name this. So this is your subject line. You can say hello there. So this is just how you use this part. Of course, you can write better. You have this AI icon that can help you write better emails, but this is not what this video covers. So once you are done, you can basically again decide where you want it to go. So you want to come here, click on continue, and you can send it as the email, as an email. Of course, we want to send it as an email, and this is where you select the from email. So you already need to have connected your domain and created an email. So I currently have my default domain here. So if you come here, click on matching any, you can select the filters here. So you can select add filter, and you want to select the subscribers that you want to target. So let's say we want to send to only people with email address. I'm just going to send it to an email address. So I already forgot the email address I created, but I'm just going to do it this way. So I added this email, but this email is not correct because it is not in any of my subscribers. So what I'm going to do, so I can remove the filters and I can just send it to all of my emails. So if you say matching all, you want to select the email list you have here. So you can create subscribe to, and then you can select the form that we created before, or the tags, or the sequences, or the products. All right, so let's say we want to select the form that we created. So we created a CLA form. So everybody who comes through that CLA form or CLA will get the email, but this CLA does not have anybody who has come through it. So there is no email in that contact list. So what I'm going to do now is basically to just send it to all of my contacts, and we can just proceed. So the moment you have that error will go off, and you can decide when you can send it. So you can send it now or whenever you want. So today is 25th of December. So let's say I send it around maybe 1 or thereabout. You can just basically decide when you want it to go. So let's say maybe 12. So you are basically scheduling when it should go, and then you can just continue. So by 12 it will go out to all of your contact. So I do not want to send that to all of my contact now, so I am not going to proceed with that. So this is basically how you create an email, and you can send it directly as a broadcast to your audience. So if you use the email template, you can basically send broadcast. But if you want to create multiple emails, you come to sequences. So here you can create a series of emails for your subscribers. So let's say I want to create a new sequence, and this sequence, I want it in a way that everybody who comes to the email, they would, after some time, they will get different kind of emails for different kind of or different kind of days. Again, you can select the template that you want to use. So I'm just going to use this template here. So if you come to sequences, you want to write a headline. So let's say in our case, I'm just going to say maybe your journey begins here. So this is let's say you put a subject line here, and this is where you write how you want to send this email. So you can send this email after day 1, all right, and then after day 2 they will get it. You can set this by either 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, like that. So we are going to leave it to 1 day. You can even set it by hour. So after 1 hour, 2 hours, they get it Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and all of that. So if you come here, you can also add filters. So you can add the people who get these emails. Let's say any of the following. So we can, or you can add, and then here you can select all the subscribers that are within something, like when they subscribed within a segment, co-subscribers, and all of that. So we are going to leave it to all subscribers, and then we are going to add another filter, and we can say subscribers that subscribe to a particular list, a particular form, or a particular tag. Again, we can use this clear form for now, and then you can add the filters, and once you are ready, you can basically publish this email or this sequence. So this is basically how you create the sequencing inside of ConvertKit. Of course, once you are done, you have to make sure to toggle it on here so that it will be published, and it's going to be dripping the content or the emails to them. So this is basically how you can create sequences and email templates and broadcast. So broadcast is the same as the template. This is basically where you just send the emails from. All right, so we've basically covered it when we used the template. So let's talk about automate. And if you come to automate, you can create an automation. So we can automate our funnel for our audiences. So if you click on visual automation, you can build a simple automation for your audiences. So for instance, I think we can only create one automation here. So if you come to new automation, so we can only create one automation because we're on the free plan. So I'm just going to maybe delete this one and we can start a new one. So after I delete that, I can now say new automation. So we can just say start building. So this is how we build our automation. We want them to first, they join a form or they are added to a particular tag or custom feed, or they purchase the product. So let's say we want them to say, we want to people who join the form. So you create the form. So let's say again, the clear form, and then you can also create a new form if you don't have any. I'm just going to use this one, and then you click on add event. So once they fill that form, you want to add something like what action should they take. So we want to maybe send them email sequences. So we select the email sequence that we created already, and then we can add the action. So this is a very simple flow. They come, they get the sequence, and we can add another action here. So we can add like a delay, or we can move the subscribers after some things. So let's say we delay it for maybe a day. So let's say 1 day, and then after the 1 day, we want to add another thing. So we want to move the subscribers to maybe to another automation, but we cannot create another automation, or we can remove them from another automation. But condition we can use if they match something, but let's say if they match something, you move them to another place. If they don't, you put them another place. But we cannot do that because we're on the free plan, so we can only create actions for now. So this is just very simple automation that we can create. So for now, we are just good with this automation. The moment they join, we want to send them email sequences, and after some day, let's say after some days, they do not take the action that we want, we can remove them or add them to another tag. So, or we can move the subscribers to another automation. I think I already covered that. Or you can remove them from another automation. So that's basically how you automate inside of ConvertKit or kit.com. So once you are done, you can put the automation to be live, and after that we are basically done. And this is basically how you can use ConvertKit for end. This is where you create your digital products and all of that. So I'm going to do a separate video for this, so you can just create a product that you sell to your and content that you can sell to your subscribers. So this is how you can use ConvertKit for email marketing, or for even rendering services to people who need email marketing services. I hope this video was helpful. Please like the video. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. My name is Goodnwell, and I'll be seeing you.